I need to create a new countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the countdown has officially... I made my own countdown. What's up, everybody? So, hello. I'm trying to find my live stream here. Let's go so I can log and see it on the iPad. There we go. Hello. Hello, everybody. Happy Mindset Monday. Today is my birthday. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I meant to do something, and I'm sorry that I didn't do it first. So, can you just bear with me and let me type a little message that I'm going to post across the little screen here. Thank you, everybody, for the kind wishes. I'm going to just put a little message up here to let everybody know a little bit of information. And thanks for bearing with me. Let's see how it looks. There we go. Yes. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to put that up there. Back to the chat. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Daisha, Leah, Robo, Christy, Janin, Civico. I hope I said that right. Brandon, hello. Renard, hi. Caitlin, Cody, Emily, Gracie, Neve. I am Lee, Mohammed, Melissa, Deluxe, Mystic Lady, CLM, Lashante. I hope I said your name right. Galaxy, Trinary, Home Trinary. Melissa, Meredith, M, Morgan, Bianca, Jacques, Tracy, Duddy, Marta, Kristen. Oh, Kristen, hi. Hello. Thanks for coming. Alex, Incognito, Shantae, you stay. Nicole, Tiffany, Dina, Leanne, hi. Amanda, Nicole, Natalie, Callie, David, Devon. I always want to make sure I say everyone's name right, and I hate it if I don't. Millie, Amanda, Shakira, Next Lifetime, Brendan, Jocelyn, Anna, Macy, Sylvie. Thank you all so much for the birthday wishes, and thank you for being here. Yes, it is my birthday. Thank you so much for joining me for the live stream. Oh, I'm 38 years old today. I don't know who let that happen. How me and my dad were talking. We're like, how the hell? Who allowed me to become 38? He's like, what the hell? He's like, how old are you now? And I was like, 26. He's like, yeah, right. Anyways, it's my birthday, and thank you so much for being here in the live stream. And I am having yes, you're right, Caitlin. I am 38 years young. I'm getting younger every single day. Feeling younger, looking younger, enjoying my life every single day, right? That's the goal. That's what we're doing. Sylvie, virtual hug back to you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Anna says, I'm the best is yet to come. Yes, right. Candace, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Macy, so proud of you and so excited for you and your journey, and glad you're here, and thank you for being here with us. And you have, just so you know, we have an amazing supportive community. So if you vibe with people here in the in the community, please feel free to reach out, because I know that everyone here is super supportive of each other, and also everyone here is on their journey as well. So whatever we can do to help each other, that's literally what we're doing here. So thanks for being here with us. Mystic Lady Tarot says, I said to people I'm aging backwards, and they say, what? Like Benjamin Button? Yeah, my dad said that to me years ago. He's like, I always tell myself I'm aging backwards. I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. And this is before I even understood manifesting or knew about manifesting. So yes, Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. Your comment is more well thought out than mine was. I'm having a birthday sale on my website. All the coaching packages are 25% off, or excuse me, all the courses are 25% off, and 45-minute and 1 hour one-on-one coaching is 10% off. So that's happening at my website, roxytalks.com. Use the code birthday at checkout. Thank you, Leanne, for putting that in a thing. Anna says, random information. I met Johnny Depp. He's amazing. Isn't Johnny Depp a Scorpio too? Maybe I'm making that up. Leanne, you're the best. Thank you so much. Leanne is linking courses in the chat that are on sale right now for today only for my birthday. So if you were planning on getting coaching or courses or interested in it, today would be a good day to do it. If you'd like to save some money while you're leveling up your life. Kelly says he would be a Scorpio. Oh, Andromeda says he's a Gemini. Oh, nuts. We almost had him. No, we never had him. We never had him, did we? He plays I'm not a Scorpio, but I play one on TV. That should be his tagline. Maybe he's a Scorpio rising or something. Oh, Callie's a Scorpio rising. Okay, hello. Pumpkin Spice, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And thanks for being here and celebrating my birthday with me. Check that chart. Somebody check Johnny Depp's chart. We need to know. MAN, I'm not sure if this is man or MAN. We're going to say MAN. Says, I just took a long nap and listened to frequencies and wake up to see this. Happy birthday, we connected. Yay, thank you so much. And obviously you were on whatever frequency I'm on, you're on quite literally, right? So that's pretty interesting. If you don't know, frequencies is an affirmations album that I put out in 2020. It's on my website, roxytalks.com, if you're interested. And you can also obviously listen to it on iTunes, Spotify, all the places where music is heard. Man2 says, or MAN2 says, also missed your videos. Yeah, I'm thinking about making more. I'm definitely entertaining it. I've opened the door to it, so I'm working on it. Macy says, your 360 method is so amazing. Thank you, Macy. I agree. I live my life by it every single day. It has changed my life and carried me through that change for the last 2 years. So 360 is life. That's the whole point of it. Top to bottom, inside it out, no thoughts off, or inside it out, back to front, top to bottom, inside it out, no thoughts off, no days off, no subjects off. We're always paying attention to our thoughts and correcting and redirecting and allowing for our feelings to be processed in a healthy way, inserting as much joyous activity and passion that we can into our lives, and making sure that we're just maintaining what we're paying attention to, what we're talking about, and just keeping that going. And that's the life that I live, and it is serving me well and serving obviously people who are using it as well. And Kita, thank you. Appreciate you. Dragon, thank you. Andrea, thank you. Leanne, thank you so much. Leanne again is linking. Leanne is linking some links to coaching and workshops. If you're interested, using birthday code, using checkout discount code birthday at checkout. I'm having a sale on courses and 45-minute and 60-minute coaching as well. Callie says, having a sesh right now watching you. Let's manifest this day to slay. Yes. We should be setting our intentions every single day and making sure that we are, going into whatever it is that we're doing, or looking at what we're doing in a way that works for us. Like, even if you're doing something you don't really want to be doing, if you can look at it in a way that empowers you, or in a way that like puts you back into, the place of the position of power. It's a choice. I'm doing it because of, my reasons or my whys. I'm getting all this money because of it. Like, it doesn't really matter how you empower yourself into, I don't want to say enjoying what you're doing, but at least not saying that you're not enjoying it, like while you're doing it, and then like dreading it when you're not doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Reynard, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm about to get to you. I just saw this from Jacques saying, every time I'm on the verge of spiraling, I hear your voice saying, you better not, bitch. I like it. I hear that too, unfortunately. Okay. Reynard, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I haven't manifested or practiced my affirmations. Do you feel off when you don't do it every day? And is it hard to get back into it? I feel so off. Okay, yeah, that's literally what we were just talking about, right? With the 360 method. This is why I do 360 method every day and why I dedicate myself to it, because yes, I do feel off when I don't do it every day. And I have had seasons throughout the past 2 years where I fall off the wagon just like anybody else, just like anybody would. But the point is that you still keep doing what you can. Like I'm hearing the term going through the motions in my head, but I don't even mean like I mean it in like doing whatever motions you can still maintain through those rough moments. If that makes sense, it's like, there were like maybe 2 times over the course of the last 2 years where I stopped scripting for like a few days, and like I felt it in my life. I was like, nope, let me get back on this, because it was just like everything just started to unravel. And I think what scripting does for me is, there's writing things down just in general. Unjumbles things out of your mind. It gives you clarity. It gives you focus. And there's a lot of things that happen while you're writing things down and kind of just like narrowing all of your attention onto one thing. Which is creating and reinforcing affirmations and like selling yourself into the lifestyle that you're choosing. So scripting is something that, like, even when I'm not like meditating every day, I'm scripting every night. And I try to meditate every single day, but like this weekend was my birthday weekend. I didn't meditate all weekend, but I did meditate today because I was like, it's my damn birthday. I need to go to my happy place and I start out there. But it's if I'm not, I'm always doing what I can to maintain the knowledge and the awareness that I'm still creating no matter how I'm feeling. Even when you're feeling off, you're creating more off. If you're okay, so not when you're just feeling off, when you're agreeing that you feel off, okay? It's not the fact that you feel that way, it's when you agree to it and then live your life according to that agreement. So the goal is to notice you're feeling off and then adjust your 360, tactics or method, whatever, to, support you in that, in where you need it. So like if you're feeling off, you haven't been maintaining your affirmations or your practice. Well, what would that, obviously the very obvious answer would be to start doing your practice, right? So where can you right now, which you're doing right now, you're already doing it. You're here right now. You're talking, you're investing in yourself right now. So you're already doing it. So get into the mind frame of like, you're not off. So stop saying you feel off. Cut that. Like literally what you just typed, it could be the last time you say you're feeling off. You don't ever need to utter it again, because by the time you're feeling off, you've already manifested feeling off. So if you then take that moment of feeling off and say, I'm feeling off, guess what? Now you're manifesting more off in your future. So it doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter how you feel. It matters what you say about it and how you define it and what you think your life is because of it from that moment forward. So if you're feeling off, then because you haven't been doing your stuff, then obviously start doing your stuff. Do what you can. Get off of this and write a list of gratitudes. Get off of this and go for a walk. Get off of this and do some meditation. Get off of this and rewrite your goals. Get off of this and write 10 new affirmations, recite new affirmations, listen to some affirmations. Do something that perpetuates that, like what am I seeing? Like no gaps in the bridge. Like, oh God, what am I seeing? I'm seeing like a bridge with missing like slats, like the Emperor's New Groove bridge, you know what I'm saying? With like missing pieces. But like, so, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to verbalize this as it's coming out. Imagine, oh fudge. Okay, imagine like the path to your desired reality is like a bridge over like a cavern kind of right now in this analogy. If you can if you can get off of this thing and go immediately into like again spiraling on your affirmations, gratitudes, writing, walking, meditate, it doesn't matter, dancing, doing something you're passionate about. If you can go straight into that and leave no gap between like this talk and this energy, like from this to the next section of your life, or like as Esther calls it, like segment intending or whatever, or like the next segment, sorry. If you can go from this segment to the next one, that's like the little like the next slat in the bridge is there. But if you like drop the ball and like come out of this and start like fucking all your doubts and worries and I feel off and all that stuff, or whatever it is that you do in your own mind, if you do that, then it's like, if you've seen Emperor's New Groove, like, when they break apart and they fall out from underneath you, and then there's like a big gap between like the next, that's just like what I was seeing in my head. That's the visual I was trying to explain it. So there, that's what, do some stuff, start working it into your day. And with the goal being that the obvious goal then from that analogy being to have no slats in your bridge, right? Like that makes the most sense. That would be the same. Like me, I'm terrified of heights. I probably wouldn't even get on that fucking bridge. I'd be like, well, I guess we're climbing down this fucking hill and climbing up the other way. I don't know. Anyways. So, I'm just getting like starting to get panicky thinking about being on that bridge. Anyways, my point is, if you can bridge the gap, Brad's calling me, baby. If you can bridge the gap between thought segment to segment and not have like those gaps in between the thoughts that lead you to your ideal reality versus the thoughts that are going to drop you back into your current or whatever, do those things, and you just kind of like stack them one after another like train tracks or like the slats on a fucking bridge, and fill out the, if you guys have, I don't want to give any spoilers away. Never mind. I was going to make it. If you've watched a very popular Netflix show that just came out and I'm talking about bridges with missing pieces, I hope you know what I'm talking about, but I'm also seeing that, but I don't want to give any spoilers if anyone hasn't seen that show. So yeah, connecting, how about this? This is all forming as we're coming about, or as it's coming about. How about connecting the energies or the vibes of what you like, the ideal reality from like section to section of like where you're moving through life. So it's easy to stay high vibe when you're here because that's what we're doing. We're talking about it. You're with other people who are on the same wavelength. As soon as you leave this, then it's kind of like on your own. So how do you maintain it? Do you cycle your own affirmations? Do you listen to affirmations? Are you going to go meditate? You're going to go run? You're going to go blah, 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 blah. Who cares? I mean, you care. We all care. But what is it that you're going to do to maintain one after another, thought after thought after thought after thought after thought, leading you to the reality you want to be in versus wherever you are right now that you obviously don't want to be? I hope that was a really long-winded answer, but thanks for the super chat. Okay. Oh, God. Sorry. Sometimes after I have like that, just like blah, like that verbal diarrhea, I'm just like, oh, geez. Reel it back. Reel it in. Okay. And says super chat is locked to 5. I see another one that's more than 5 right here. So I don't know. Maybe it's on your end. I'm not sure. I honestly don't really know how the super chats work because I'm on the other end of it. I've never really like tried to leave one, but thank you. And Daisha, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Says, happy birthday. How to stay committed to manifesting SP when you often feel you could do better, but conflicted because you really want them. Hot and cold healing and self, so it doesn't show up in 3D. Okay, here's the deal. Jaden, thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. And everybody with the birthday wishes, thank you so much. And one after midnight. You know exactly what show I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, no spoilers because that's not fair. Okay. Okay, so sorry, I'm getting distracted by things around you because I'm so good at focusing. Zenadine, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. and proud of you and very excited for you on your new chapter. Okay, so Daisha, here's the deal. You're like, okay, your like question answers a lot for yourself. I'm not sure if you realize that. How to stay committed to manifesting an SP when you often feel like you could do better, but conflicted because you really want them. Hot and cold healing in self, so it doesn't show up in the 3D. Yeah. So how to stay committed, right? Like commitment in is commitment out. So when you're committed to yourself and to your practice and you're just doing it every single day, like when we were just talking about with Raynard's question with like one slat after another slat after the next slat, or train track. Slat is a really weird word, but I don't know what else to call it. Board step, one step after the next to your ideal reality, and not steps off the path diverting or just taking time away. Your uncertainty of what you should do combined with, sorry. I have a lot. I'm trying to organize what I'm trying to say, because you have a lot of areas where the back and forth is reflected just in your question here. And so you understand that commitment to your manifestation process will get you like steady results from the 3D reality. No matter what it is that comes your way, you're going to get consistent, solid results if you are committed to staying on track with at least keeping your thoughts on focus. I'm not talking about whether or not this person is right for you. I'm talking about not thinking thoughts that take you off of the reality path where you are in control ultimately and everything is working out for you, and blah, 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 right? So, because that supersedes your relationship. I know a lot of people I talk to think that their relationship is the most important fucking thing in the entire world, and they diminish themselves with that thought alone, take themselves off the pedestal, if you will. And as well is that they're going about it backwards, because the self is the thing, is the, like, this is the center, this is where the centrifugal force, if you will, is being created or radiating from. And it's like you're focusing on something that's orbiting around you and not worrying about your own, like what you're doing to, like why is your orbit like that? You know what I mean? Like what's up with your orbit, man, is what I'm trying to say. So commitment in, steady focus on a reality where you are in control and everything is working out for you, is that supersedes your relationship, because this is about the orbit and not about what fucking, who cares what's orbiting around it? Are you kidding me? That's what you're focusing on, right? When you're ignoring the orbit itself, or the thing that is creating the orbit, the center of the gravity, if you will. It's like you're focusing on the apple and not the fucking gravity, like the earth, or the, you get what I'm saying? Right? Like, oh, the apple is falling, and oh my God, an apple, look what the apple's doing. How can I make this apple not fall? Well, how can I make the apple fall? And you're focusing on the apple, and it's like gravity's over here, like, bitch, excuse me? Like, hello? Do you get what I'm saying, right? It's like the focus is on the wrong thing. And that's why you get so, it just stalls you over and over and over and over, because you're not fixing the actual thing that needs to be fixed. Oh yeah. Here. This is a analogy that came out from my sessions this week. And I'll get back to your question in a moment. And this will relate to it, but I have to say this. So when we are looking at our 3D reality and wanting it to change, wanting your SP to do the things, trying to make your SP conform in whatever way you're trying to do, this is like looking in your reflection. So let's say me right here, I'm looking at my reflection right now. If I wanted to take this hat off my head, if I wanted my reflection, if I wanted Roxy online right now, if I wanted my YouTube online stream to no longer have a hat on, I can't like reach through my camera. This isn't going to do anything. I can't reach through my screen. I can't Photoshop this hat off my head. I mean, I guess I could essentially, but not right now, like not in real time here. Take this hat off my head. There's nothing I can do. There's no way I can physically manipulate this reflection of me right here that you're seeing through this camera. I can't do anything to remove the hat off this head. If I want the hat off of her head, Roxy, that you're looking at online, I have to take it off my head. Me has to do it. Okay? If you are looking at your manifestations and wondering why they aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, quit trying to take the hat off of your reflection. Take it off your own damn head. Okay? So You're getting hot and cold within, because for one, I can just tell you from this question, because you are not treating yourself of high value. You already know you can do better. You've already said it. Like, you're asking me, but the fact that you typed it, me like, I didn't put that in your head. You asked me that. You know you can do better, and you're fighting yourself because, and I'm just going to make a guess. I don't know anything about your situation, so assess this personally, but it's like your ego is fighting. Well, I want this person. I'm manifesting them. I want to show them. I want to redo it. I want to do it right. I need them to say these things. I need to feel it from this person. Whatever it is that your ego is telling you that you need them to do to fulfill you, whatever steps, whatever hoops that monkey needs to jump through. What jumps through hoops? Monkeys? Tigers? Jump through hoops? I don't know. Whatever steps that monkey needs to jump through, hoops the monkey needs to jump through for you to agree to feel good. That's what you're saying. Hey, SP out there, this ego side is saying, I need this SP to do X, Y, and Z behaviors until I will allow myself to let like love and positivity flow through. Otherwise, not doing it till they do this thing. Again, focusing on what's orbiting around you and not the gravitational pull that you're emitting. Okay. So you're fighting your own value because you know that you deserve better, but then you're letting yourself talk you out of deserving better. So there's where your consistency issue is. There's where you're healing. You need to heal your hot and cold, is because you're trying to give yourself better by saying, bitch, you deserve better. And then whatever part of you that's programmed in to say, no, you're not, is coming in and saying, no, you're not. And you're listening to this voice and not listening to this one instead. So you have to let this one reign supreme over and over and over and over and over and over and never really stop. Because if you let this one take over, then you already know you're here. So, if you want solid, consistent results in the world and in yourself and your soul, then you need to figure out what it is that you truly want. Tell yourself that you deserve it. And every time you start to feel like you don't, tell yourself you deserve it again, and keep hammering that, use the 360 to rewrite the value belief that's going on within you, because that's where your back and forth, your lack of commitment is coming from, because you got half of you that believes in yourself or your value, and the other half of you that's saying that you don't deserve better or whatever it is, right? Like, I don't know your exact situation. So there you go. That's what I do. So stay consistent. You need to be offering yourself the supportive side more often than you're offering the non-supportive side in order to stop getting hot and cold in the 3D reality. So anybody that's getting back and forth, like, there's going to be something that you're doing to believe that you have it, to know that it's working out, to trust in yourself. You're on your game. And then when something makes you feel down or low or sad or depressed, or like the 3D shows you the opposite, then you go right back into self-sabotage, beating yourself up, telling yourself you're wrong, looking for the answers, wondering why it's not working, uncertainty, doubt. It doesn't really matter what you're doing. What matters is you're not doing the thing that actually supports you and keeps you on your path. So that's the problem. That's why your SP is not coming through, is because you are not consistently, solidly holding your hand throughout the entire process every single day, no matter how hard it is. And you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the super chat, the birthday super chat. Thank you very much. Very kind and generous. Thank you. Thanks so much. I hope you're doing well. And boom. Thank you. Mystic Lady Tarot says, the phrase, I'd be dangerous if I knew what I wanted, is coming to mind. I mean, I was listening to, I don't know who was talking, to be honest with you, because I was listening to a Lewis Howes, and like, he has like different people talking. So I wasn't watching it, so I don't really know who was talking, but they were talking about intent, how important setting intentions are and being clear, and like how they were saying Oprah starts every meeting, no matter what, with like, okay, what is our intention here with this meeting? Because if you're clear about what it is that you want, and you set your intentions to be productive in that way before you go into whatever it is that you're doing, then obviously you're steering the ship in the right towards that reality. So he was talking about like a period in his life where he I can't remember if he was talking about a period in his life where he was super on top of it, or what would happen if he were super on top of it. But essentially it was like, the comment was like, I was a lethal weapon, or I would be a lethal weapon, or something like that. And he was just saying, like, yeah, you're fucking unstoppable if you can keep that shit on track. Like if you can keep the thoughts focused and like knowing that and telling yourself that things are working out, even if it feels like they're not, even if you're being tested, even if it's striking you in ways that, feel so scary or painful or have always gotten you, if you can just keep supporting yourself through that and telling yourself that it's working out no matter what, and just stay on it, and like never, like this isn't every day all day for the rest of your life. There is no end game to this. There is no end. Habits don't end. Habits are for life, and lifestyle is for life. This is something you do every single day to maintain this sort of life. So if you can do that and hold your hand through it every single time, there comes a point where you stop doubting anything. You stop doubting your ability to do anything because you recognize doubt for what it is, which is just plain old fucking doubt. And it's like, I'm not scared of you, doubt. So like, if I'm not afraid of a doubt, making $10 an hour or whatever, it's the same doubt when you're making billions of dollars or whatever. It's this doubt is the same. It's the same engine. So if you can recognize it for what it is and just counter it with just like, nice try, bitch. Like just actually it is working out for me, just like we do. It's not hard. It doesn't take anything forceful. It's just like the doubts don't get to tell you, and you don't get to tell me what's up anymore. I'm not listening. And once that's apparent, once you understand that you can just think about what you want and how you want it to go, and then not stress about when or how or what it looks like, and it will just unfold around you, you become lethal and very powerful, because there's nothing that stands in your way, because the only thing that truly stands in our way is us and our beliefs about what stands in our way. Once you realize that it's just a concept, and as soon as you cut it, you can just go to a different reality. Again, you're unstoppable. There's nothing that stands in your way, because only you can stand in your way. Again, I just said it and I said it again. Okay. So, Brianna, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, happy birthday. Thank you. Also, I'm just going to say again, it is my birthday. Thank you for being here. And we've got 25% off all courses at my website, plus 10% off 45-minute and 1-hour coaching packages, one-on-one coaching. If you're interested, roxytalks.com. Okay. Oh, Kim, you said it's 444. That 444 is something that my friend that passed away a year ago has been like sending, like us and like our small circle have been seeing 444 like all year. So thank you for putting that in the chat. I'll let one of my friends know that I saw that today. Okay, Brianna says, how do you remove drama caused by a third party without removing them from the other person's life? Like in the case of a co-parent who tries to turn a child against the other parent. Okay. All right. I feel you here. I know so many people go through this, and like, I know this can be, I know how hard and triggering this can be, because it's your child. Like, I fucking get it. Okay. I really do. And I really feel for you if you're going through this shit, because I mean, there's nothing that strikes you to your emotional core instantly like somebody threatening your child, right? And the livelihood of your child, or your connection with your child in any way. And especially when it's somebody, when it's so close, like this kind of relationship with somebody that knows you very well and like things like that. So I get it. I totally get it. And I'm here for you. So take what I'm about to say, just like know that it's just like black and white. This is what you have to do. I'm cutting like the emotional side out of it, because I get that I understand how hard this is. Okay. So here's the issue is like, that co-parent person is going to be a fucking nightmare as long as you call them a nightmare. And if they're drama, or if they're a bitch or whatever it is, they're going to stay a dramatic bitch, because they can't do anything but play out the role you have assigned to them. Okay. So whether or not it feels like they showed up as a crazy drama person before or after you knew them, or figured out what their behavior was, is irrelevant. The point is that as of now, they have been labeled as somebody that's causing drama with the potential to threaten the very relationship, like with my child. Like, the implications are real big, okay, with this story that we have allowed this person to come. Like, you have written now, maybe not by choice, but you've written this role into your sitcom, and this character is coming, and we don't like, no one's a fan of this character on the show, right? Like, we don't like her. We don't like what she's doing. or excuse me, I'm assuming. Look at me assuming. Okay, let me not assume this person is a woman, okay? But my bad. So like, ouch. Okay, sorry. I need to put it on silent. I don't. Okay, sorry. Let me just put this on silent. Keep going on. So we need to really, like, as hard as it is and as frustrating as it is, and maybe like you don't want to look at this person with compassion or treat them with some, but like if you don't, you're going to keep dealing with this because they're going to have to keep doing things that reinforce the fact that they are drama and that they're trying to turn the child against you or whatever, right? So like if you think that's their goal, then guess what you're going to see play out. So you have got to change the way you're looking at this person, the way you're defining this person, and the way you respond to them and the things that they do around you, okay? So you have to rewrite their story. I'm going to give you a baseline. This is what I tell my clients basically is that like, okay, we all co-parent very well. It's a really harmonious relationship. I appreciate them for, being a positive force in my child's life. They're supportive of me and my decisions, one big happy family or something, like this. It's working out for me and my child 100%. It's working out for everybody, especially me and my child, right? Like we're always intending for the best for everybody, and especially you and your kid, right? You just add that in there, okay? So all of this, the drama and the pain and all that stuff, it's understandable why it's there. I can understand why you feel that way. However, if you experience drama in your 3D and you use that as like a free ticket to let drama go on up here, you are now creating more drama for the next round. Okay. So at some point, you have to stop responding mentally to the drama in the way that you have before. If the story of peaceful co-parenting and respect is number one, and like obviously we put the child first and and then our relationship is second because we understand how important it is for the child to see us getting along and having that peace, whatever, blah blah blah. Not a parent, so your own idea of what you want, okay? Whatever it is that would be best case scenario, that's what it is now. However, if that's what it is, then you and you alone. And actually, hold on. That was really important for everybody listening right now. When you are working on a manifestation, you're trying to change some situation in your 3D reality, it is your responsibility and yours alone to react to the 3D reality you want it to be, not the one you see. And the reason I'm making this distinction right now is because I see so many people expecting the 3D reality to do the work for them, and it does not work that way. You need to keep the story going. You need to be the lack of drama. Because if you are not, the 3D reality certainly is not going to just do it on its own. That's not how it works. Again, that's trying to make my reflection take the hat off its own head. Okay? You have to do it first. So if there is no drama in the story, then there can be no drama reaction up here. Because if you react to drama in your 3D, then guess what? The story you rewrote is obviously not true. That's a lie, clearly, because you just showed that it wasn't true. So why would the 3D reality show you any different? It can't. It does not work like that, okay? I can't make my reflection make this hat turn blue. I would have to take off the black hat and put on a blue one, okay? So I don't know why I would do that, but if I were to, that's what would happen. That's the only way that my reflection would have a blue hat, like in this, in a mirror, right? Okay. So stop saying that they're trying to turn your child against you or whatever. They're actually really supportive and love what you're doing, support your ideas, and just want one big happy family just as you do, okay? You have to stop giving them label in order for them to stop acting out those parts. You are the director and the screenwriter, not them. They are a character. Oh my God, here we go. This is another one. This is really important. So many people. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. This is really making sense. I don't want to affirm this, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyways. So many people out there are expecting. Okay, you motherfuckers out there. You are expecting your actors to change the role that they're playing without you, the director and the screenwriter, changing it first? Are you fucking serious? This, like, come on. You think that the actors should just figure out what you want them to do and start acting different without you having to actually change the script and do something different and look for something different and ask for something different and expect something different and act different in your own production? How could, you know what I mean? Like, you have to do your own part in order to get them to go. But it's like, you just gonna have to take that the first step of initial, just like, yeah, this thing, and like letting it go that way and not fighting against it with the, oh, but here they go again, being dramatic and trying to blah, 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 blah. Like, when you're sold on that story, and that's why you're seeing it play out in your 3D reality, you need to unsell yourself on that story and sell yourself on the story that they are supportive and peaceful and easy and harmonious, because otherwise, like, you're just stoking the fire essentially by reacting and continuing the story. Antoinette, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, happy birthday. Thank you. How to manifest self-discipline and stop procrastinating. Okay. First off, check out my 360 method. That is my signature method, signature approach, official program coming soon, early next year. But I have free videos on YouTube about my 360 method and how to create discipline. Okay. So manifesting discipline, same thing. If you want to manifest discipline, it starts with intending to be disciplined, but then you actually have to do the disciplined actions. It's like let's equate it to like working out. Like, you still have to get up and go to the gym. Like, the gym's not going to come to you and fucking like, what is the hip presses or the hip slide isn't going to come like smash your pump your quads while you're laying in bed. It's not going to roll up to your front door and knock on the door and come, work you out. Like, you have to do your part. If you want to be disciplined, it requires you not just setting the intention, but then actually doing the actions of a disciplined person in that, field or whatever. So when you are, wanting to change your actions and to focus on something and to show up for yourself, to consistently perform towards that reality, it's what you're really looking for. I want to consistently perform every single day in a way that supports me getting to my desired reality. That's what discipline and that's what discipline is, right? So figuring out where it is that you want to go. What are some of the what are some of the things that you're going to have to do in order to get that? Or like, what do people that have that do every day? Like, what are the non-negotiables? So for example, like, if you wanted to go to the Olympics, like, part of that is, well, you're going to have to work out every single day. Like, there's just really no way around it, right? Unless I don't know. I'm just saying, for, whatever. If you want to be an Olympic swimmer, you're going to have to swim. You got to get in that water every single day. No matter how much you don't want to do it or whatever, you still got to do it, because that's what it takes to perform with the best. That's what they're doing. So if you want to be the best, you better do what they're doing too. So manifesting self-discipline starts with the intention to do it, having a clear path of where you want to go, knowing what it is that you want to be disciplined to doing, and then having some idea of what that discipline might look like, and then doing those things. Okay. Stop procrastinating. I would say, like, maybe make a plan for yourself. Figure out, again, what it is that you want to do, where you want to go, what are some actions that you can do, and then schedule them into your calendar. Like, put them on a Google Calendar and like put alarms and stuff, and then make yourself do it. And this comes back to, this is why I mentioned checking out my 360 method, because the 360 method combined with my 30 days of alignment, which I have a free version of 30 days of alignment, plus it's on sale today with code birthday at my website. If you want to get it on sale, there's an upgraded version you can do if you want to do the, that has like more like daily videos that kind of guide you through. Those two things combined, the 360 method plus this 30 days of alignment, where like every single day I'm showing up, every single day I'm showing up, every single day I'm showing up. It's a practice to do it. And that's why I was suggesting looking at those videos, is because part of not procrastinating is just like making yourself do it, even if you don't want to. And doing the 30 days of alignment and 360 method has helped me become disciplined at doing things, even when I don't necessarily like want to do them. I just kind of like make myself, because I've seen that the results are just so much fucking greater than anything I ever experienced before I made myself do it. So there's just no real downside to it. So the short answer is just how to manifest self-discipline and stop procrastinating is just to start doing. But, you need to have, in order to be successful at it long-term, is you need to have a plan. You need to know where you're going, and you need to be, supporting yourself in that daily execution of it. And then doing it all over your life and not just in one area. And then doing more and growing more and learning more. Dale says November 8th birthday's rule. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thanks, Dale. Is it your birthday as well? Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Appreciate you. Yay. Danny, thank you so much for the super chat. Says happy birthday. I wanted to know if Bob Doyle has had a new effect on your view of manifesting. Oh, yes. Bob was so cool. Yes, he has. And this is how. Bob Doyle said something to me. It was the thing that made me go, And I actually put that moment on social media. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I put the clip of it up. Put up the clip of it last week. But he says basically like, we all think we have free will, but how do I break this down? Like my interpretation of it is like we're thinking of free will like we think of free will when it comes to like making like like we're looking at choices and saying, well, I have free will, I'm going to choose this. But like how many choices led up to that moment that you didn't realize you were making because you have been programmed to live a certain way and live the way that you've been, that you actually don't really have free will because you're really just living out your old programming over and over again. And he goes, and how much could someone predict your behavior from studying you? How much could someone study your behavior for a few days or something and then predict your behavior 10 minutes from now? He's like, probably a pretty high likelihood, even though you probably couldn't. And it just really made me like kind of start thinking about, like how much of these like micro choices and micro decisions along the way are we just blindly taking lefts that we've always taken when you could be taking a right or busting through and not taking any, going up, who fucking knows, in any moment, every literal like second of the day, you could be doing something slightly different that can make radical changes in your life. And so that conversation really opened my eyes to like I talk about the minutia of your day and like the thought by thought, but really like even beyond that, like there's so many layers to where manifestation occurs in our lives and where also programming like plays itself out, I guess is the way I want to say that, like where our programming makes itself known. So that was really, I liked that moment really of just being like, oh shit, like we're looking at like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. We're not looking at 1A, 1B, 1C, C, 1J star. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not really paying attention to the choice before the choice before the choice before the choice. So thank you, Bob Doyle, for that amazing realization. And thank you, Danny, for the question in the super chat. And then Emmy says, I've been listening to the Bob Doyle episode of the podcast obsessively. It's so eye-opening. I know, it's great. I love it. Bob was a gem. He was really fun. We got Tara. I think I'll have Tara Strong's episode out next week. Tara, of course, is the voice of a generation. Raven, freaking Harley Quinn, Bubbles, Timmy Turner, Twilight Sparkle, Tinkles from Rick and Morty, of course. That very important role. So important that I actually have a keychain of Tinkles before I even met Tara and knew that. Anyways, okay, so she's coming on next week. We have our episode coming next week, next Wednesday. Am I going to figure it out for this week? Probably not. Sorry. It's my birthday week. I didn't really want to. I didn't want to do too much work. Okay. Ibrahim, thank you so much for the sweet, kind words. Shireen, thank you so much. KJ, how many times can you set intentions or visualize whilst detaching from outcome? Okay, question. How many times can you entertain doubts, worries, fears, or insecurities? Same answer. because entertaining doubts, worries, fears, or insecurities is literally intending for what you don't want. It's the exact same thing. It's just like going in the wrong direction. Oh, okay, sorry guys, I'm just catching up on the chat. Katie says, happy birthday. What is something you wish you could have known when you were 20? That's very, thank you very much. Katie, I wish I would have known about law of like manifesting. I mean, well, yeah, I do actually. I mean, the younger that you find out this information, the longer you have to harness it, right? But you know, being on your path is just like, it is just that. There's only so much knowledge you can experience, or life you can experience in 20 years, even if you have experienced a lot, and so when you're almost double that, I'm turned 38 today, so almost double that now. I was who I was at that time. I wish I would have, let's see, when I was 20. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if I'd really like take, it sounds cliche, but I think, it's like, I don't really want to take away anything. I had to do and be who I was in order for me to be here. Like, I know that for sure. So if I could change one thing, yeah, maybe discovering manifesting sooner. It was something that I ultimately like knew when I figured it out. I was like, okay, I've known this forever. It was like a intuitive feeling, but I wish I would have known how to use it and harness it at a younger age. So if you're 20 and you're practicing this now, your life's going to be very powerful. So congratulations, and keep it up, keep at it. Do 360 method every single day and change your entire life. Take control. Tiffany, thank you so much for the birthday super chat. Says, happy birthday. I appreciate you so much. I've learned so much. I totally had a free VIP concert experience last night with very little effort. Thank you. Of course you did. You're so funny. You're like the concert queen. So I'm excited. I just like had a visual of you front row at my show, because why? I mean, where else could you possibly be if I'm playing anywhere near you? You're going to be in the front row of that show. I just know it. Oh, yay. Sorry. My brain's giving me more of it. This is a fun visualization that I'm going to. Oh, yay, Tiffany. We're so cute. Okay, we're going to have fun. Ooh. Damn. Leanne. Leanne's on fire today. Leanne says, spamming the same question in the chat is a form of lack. I mean, she's not wrong though. Sylvie says, can music be a form of manifestation since it gives us different energies? Absolutely. One thing that I make music as well, and I'm creating an album right now that will be, conscious of the energies and what it's bringing out in you and what it's talking about. So that'll be out next year as well. But my producer Malachi talks about, we're like 70% water, and music moves water, and so music literally moves us. So music 100% can it's going to enhance it. Like, think about it. Music kind of enhances any situation that you're kind of going through. Like, and if you don't believe me, like, watch any movie ever. Think about a movie with what's that movie with no music in it? No sound? No, I said no soundtrack for old men. Okay, that's funny. No Country for Old Men. That movie has like no music in it, and it's like fucking eerie and like stark, right? So that's the only thing example I can think of. But movies. Think about Tarantino. Imagine a Tarantino movie with no music. Like Tarantino's choice in music is a musical inspiration for me as an artist. Like, he is so good at choosing music to fit the mood of his movies that it inspires me as a creator of music. And he's not even a musician. So 100% music, I would say enhances the energy that you're around in any way. Like, I'm thinking of scenes in movies that use, like, the end of Freebird, like, in Freebird when they go all crazy at the fucking end. You know, the fucking solo, like, how many movies use that, like, Jenny on the fucking balcony in Forrest Gump and the fucking Devil's Rejects at the end when they're getting shot up by the cops, like, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, like, it's so like, that part of that song is so intense, and it makes when you put it in movies, it makes that scene so intense that it's, like, lives in your mind forever, so, fuck yeah, it can, so be smart about, you know, what you're absorbing media wise and in general. But yeah. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. Afro Juju, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Says happy birthday, Roxy. Wishing you an amazing new chapter. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. And yes, it is a new chapter for me. I'm excited and yes, I'm excited to move forward in my life and see what the next chapter is about. What is the best thing about the law of attraction? That it's universal, that it works for everybody, no matter what, that you can utilize it in any moment. You're never away from it. You're not even a second away from it. You're just like one. Why did I try to snap with this finger? You're one like awareness away from using it and utilizing it and taking control of your life in any moment. Jay says, I feel a bit lost. I'm 21 and for almost 4 years I've manifested and lost SPs, but now I feel lost, just like drifting. I want SPs, but I'm not dying for them. Any words of advice? Yeah, I would say, like, I don't know anything beyond obviously what you've just said there, but to me, it just sounds like, where's you in all of this? Like, where are you fulfilling you? Where's you following your passions? Where's you figuring out who you are? Where's you figuring out what makes you smile? Where's you figuring out what brings you joy in life? Where's you figuring out how to sustain joy in your life? Like, you know, if you feel lost, I would say just based on your question, it's because you're not focusing on yourself. And, you know, it's like think about it like this way. You yourself are like the internal compass and you're not looking at your compass, but you're wandering around. Of course you feel lost because you're not looking at this thing that's directing you, but you're walking blindly and aimlessly. I'm just, making up assumptions or I'll say, no, I'm not making assumptions. I'm generalizing is what I'm trying to say. You know, you're walking around aimlessly, blindly, not looking at the compass itself and seeing which way you would like to point and which way you would like to go and then heading in that way. So it's time to do that. Look at start paying attention to your compass and follow it instead of trying to follow something out there that's trying to keep your interest here and there. Obviously, those things are not fulfilling you and you need to figure out what does. And good luck. You're 21. It's a great time to start looking into that stuff. Anne says, I love Roxy's vibe right now. She's darn happy, and that makes me happy. It's like an exchange of positive energies. Feels good. Thanks, Anne. I decided it was going to be a great birthday. And nothing, that's it. Nothing's going to make us stop saying that. Anna, thank you so much. Mona Lisa, hello. Do I recommend SATs? I would say I recommend SATs as like a tool of manifestation, just like I recommend scripting every day and meditating every day and listening to affirmations and reciting affirmations and doing the 360 method. Like, put that into your practice if it works for you. And definitely it's a powerful way to visualize and to like kind of sink that visualization into your subconscious. But if you're using it to rely on your manifestation and not worrying about what you're doing with your thoughts all day long, then to me, it's like, it's not that it's a waste of time, but it's more of like a frustration because you're trying to create something and you think you're doing the thing, but then you're not really. Like, if you were here in the beginning, I think you just came soon, or recently, but I made an analogy about like the slats in a bridge being like thought by thought, carrying you on the path to your ideal reality. But if you're only doing sats, it's like you have this bridge, like if you've ever seen The Emperor's New Groove, like that big bridge that like stretches across the two cliffs or whatever. It's like you have a big bridge and you've got like one slat right here. And then let's say you're doing slats at night before you fall asleep. You have one slat here and then you don't have another slat across your bridge for like 100 steps or something, or 24 steps, if you will, or whatever. And so you're having to like try to get to your path by making that giant leap. You're not, unless you're like a jaguar, you're not really, equipped to make those leaps. So, if you're using the SATs, the state akin to sleep stuff to add to your arsenal, then 100%. If you're relying on it to manifest your reality, you're going to find yourself frustrated. Jay, I appreciate you and thank you very much. Powers of Terror. Do I have any video on any advice or podcast episodes on SATs? I know I've talked about it, but like, here's like how I feel about it, because like when I first started trying to really figure out manifesting and get a hold on what it is that's going on and get clear, like when I was kind of like developing my 360 method, I was trying the SATs thing and I was doing the SATs every night and doing the thing, like visualizing and being like really hardcore into it. And I think I talk about it like I think at the very beginning, I made a video about visualization. And I think it's in that video, maybe. Like literally, it's like my second video ever on this channel. Second or third, whatever, it doesn't matter. When I was using that to manifest, it didn't work. And that's what I was trying to say is like, that didn't get my life to change. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe it did, and it's what helped me develop my method. But I will say that if I didn't figure out my method, and if I didn't understand the science behind manifestation and understanding that it's happening constantly, no matter what I'm doing or what I'm thinking about, I'm still creating my future no matter what, constantly. That awareness is what really made everything make sense and what changed my life. So the SATs, again, are cool as a tool in your arsenal, but they are not going to get you everywhere you're going if you don't realize when you're limiting yourself in your waking hours, is what I'm trying to say. Mystic Lady Tara says jaguar is one of my spirit animals. A jaguar. That's awesome. Harley, you're waiting for your husband to get your visa. Usually takes around 12 months. Can you make it be approved in like 7? I would say that like anything is possible. So don't limit yourself and just work on, he's here. It happened so fast. You're so happy. It worked. You did it. OMG. I did it. It's working. He's here. It's so fast. Like that's where I would go with it. SG, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, happy birthday. I'm manifesting a baby, but find myself doubting my worth as a mom whenever my teen starts acting up. Normal teenager stuff. Okay. So, okay. So first of all, I would say rewrite your teenager. And I mean that with love. Like, if they're acting up, then where in your story about them allows for them to behave like that? How often are you saying that they're acting up, or not saying that they're bad or anything. I'm just saying like what you say about them is what they do, what you expect from them, and how you define them is what they're going to do. So rewrite your kids. I would start, or your one teen, whatever, start there. And then you start working in new ideas about being a great mother. And I'm sorry, I keep messing with does anybody else, like when you wear a hat, it's just so fucking annoying on your fucking forehead. Bugging the S out of me. Okay. Okay. So, what I would do is I would find some books on like worth as a mother. Like I would read books about other women who have kind of overcome this. Because there's definitely going to be books out there from other people. Start reading other like books about how other people have gotten through this, because something about reading, or hearing someone else's explanation for how they handle a doubt and a worry or insecurity that you have, I think sometimes for me is really helpful because it just makes it seem like, oh, well, that's kind of obvious. Like I really don't have to think the thing that I am thinking. And it also gives you like new ideas to think. Cause like sometimes we don't realize that you could just tell yourself that you're an excellent mother all day, every day. And every time you have a doubt, you're like, well, actually, no, I'm doubting because I'm a great mother. And that's what makes me such a great mother. And just turning it around and turning it around and turning around. After a while, you will know and agree that you are a great mother because you are. So when your teen starts acting up, first of all, let's back up, right? We're going to rewrite the teen and kind of work on where it is that you're describing them and giving them the room to act up, like in your story. And I'm not saying stifle them or anything. I'm just saying like regard them differently. Call it something different in your mind. Say it's something different. React in your mind differently when they behave that way. They're so well behaved. Wow, they just really get it. I'm so glad they're always doing their homework. They're so respectful. They always do their chores. Oh man, they really know how to put their shoes away when they get home. You know what I mean? Just like whatever it is, you're saying the thing that you want it to be instead of reacting and responding like it is going on in a 3D reality. That's how you're going to change it. That's the only way to do it, really. So you're cleaning up what the story you're talking about your teen. On the preemptive side and the reactive side are both being cleaned up. Okay, this is for everybody. If you're working on an SP, clean up the preemptive, what you think they're going to do, what their story is, what you expect them to do, what you fear they're going to do. Then you clean up the reactive side, what you do when you're thinking about them in the current, right? Or when you're reacting to them when they do stuff or when they don't do stuff. And then you are catching every time you start to doubt your ability to be the best mother ever to your new baby, and you just don't let that thought have the airtime anymore. It's not that I'm saying believe in your worth right now. Like you will eventually, it'll come around, just like you have started to believe that you're not worthy of this baby. It's just because you've been stacking up those thoughts and they have outweighed the other ones. So we're just going to do the opposite, right? You stack up the thoughts and say you can have it. You are worthy. You should have it. It's going to be great. Of course you are. You are a great mother. All that stuff. Keeping that story going every time the other story wants to pop through. That's really just the answer for anything. And then, again, my suggestion would be to look up books about, like you literally could probably find a book about this exact same thing. Mother of a teen wants to have a baby, feeling whatever. Like I bet you there's books out there about that. So find one that looks good or that resonates with you and just kind of dive into and just like it, just open your mind about the way you're thinking about it and just get some new ideas of how to approach the situation. Because as soon as you look at it from a different perspective, it'll start to change around you. And good luck, and let us know how that venture goes. That venture, you know what I mean. That adventure, I should say. Terrence, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Appreciate you. Excuse me. Is it affecting my manifestations to post on IG if my SP still follows me? Do I remove them? You're thinking way too 3D and not about a powerful manifestor. Like, who cares what the 3D, like, I mean, watch my 360 method, watch my videos about free will. Like, do other people have free will? Yeah, that, okay, so 360 method, watch the video about free will. Watch the, which one do I want you to watch? I don't know, the time lag videos, that's what I'm hearing in my head, time lag video. 360, time lag video, and then the other one I just said. I can't remember. I wish there was like the loop button on your remote? I wish there was one for my mind all the time. You guys can rewind it. I just can't remember what it was. EB Bud, any favorite birthday cake? Oh, okay. Well, before I was a vegan, I loved Tres Leches cake, so I missed that. But I can make a vegan one. Just just getting excited about it. Just thinking about it. I love like coffee cake maple-y kind of flavors, like that kind of like brown flavors. That sounds gross, but I really do like that kind of like cinnamony maple coffee cake brown. Like the brown sugar Pop-Tarts, the greatest thing in the world. Well, I can't have those anymore either, but when I was consuming those things. Thank you guys in the chat, everybody. You're so nice for putting those videos up and reminding us. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. 360 method time lag and the free will video. Right. Okay. So those videos, I would suggest watching those and starting to get like a greater understanding of what is actually going on. And just like, it's not that your question isn't valid. It's just that you're thinking real fucking small about like something that's way bigger, and you need to have a way bigger perspective on what you're going into, so that you're not like worried about like that. It literally just doesn't matter. Bruja says, basically to manifest something is just thinking like I'm already the version of myself that already has what I want, right? Okay, yeah, exactly. So to expand on that, what does that mean? That means if I'm thinking of and acting as if the version of me that has what I want, that means that when stuff comes into my current 3D reality that is a part of like old me's story and not new me's story, I have to pretend in my mind, at least, that new me story is actually happening, even though my eyeballs are witnessing old me story. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that it's about like, so you make decisions from the standpoint of your chosen self. You look at things from the standpoint of your chosen self, even if they appear in your 3D reality to still be the old way. Like you have to look beyond that illusion and look beyond the veil and understand that no matter what, you must be operating from chosen use viewpoint and opinion point, and like how would they react, how would they respond, and that's how you respond. That's how you match yourself up to that reality, and then put yourself into it. Okay, Chow. I don't know if I'm saying this person's name right. I'm so sorry. Oh, thanks, Nina. Yeah, linking the video. That's a good. How important is feeling good to manifest the desired reality? Feeling under pressure lately? Yeah, the feelings. I mean, like the feelings are important because they inform the ride, and they influence your thinking, so that you could be thinking thoughts that describe your reality as like not good or you as not in control. But ultimately, it's your thoughts that are manifesting, in my personal opinion. And so, no matter what you're actually feeling, if you can control the way you think about it, then you're still in control. Maya, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. Jacques says, are visualizations supposed to feel real? If they do, is it a good thing that it gives you chills? I mean, like, okay, the more real it feels, the more convinced you are, right? Like, but you don't have to, like, I've had, visualize something for like a split second and had it come about. So again, the feeling is not it's not about the way it feels, except in that, like, if you can magnify the way it feels to have that, then you can you can put yourself into the mind state of having it, right? Instead of being in the mindset of lacking it. Like, that's what the feelings are about. Okay, Maya, I'm gonna get to you in just a second. Bruja. Sometimes I forget about flipping my thoughts in 360 method, but it's practice that will make me always on top of my thoughts, right? Yeah, exactly. The reason why like I do it and I'm good at it is because I do it every single day, and like I just, no matter how I'm feeling, I just try to be on top of my thoughts. Like there's literally nothing else that's more important in the world. There could not be anything more important than the quality of your thoughts. I promise you that. And the reason is that because your thoughts manifest everything. They manifest your health. They manifest your relationships. They manifest your literal body. They manifest the 3D world around you. They manifest the way things unfold for you. It's just, there's nothing that doesn't come first from your thoughts. So if you think anything is more important than that, you're already backwards. Adara, thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate you. And Hassan, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad to help, and Thanks for being here on my birthday. Jenna, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, I said I would talk about Maya. Maya said, if I want to erase. Did you have a beginning of your question? Oh, how many times do you revise something if you want to erase something you did? Okay. Well, here's the deal. This is the answer. This is what I heard in my head. You revise. The answer is however many times it takes for you to forgive yourself for doing that thing. Right? Because okay, let's think about what it is we're talking about. If you're talking about erasing something you did, what you're really saying is, I want to have a state of mind that moves me into a reality where this XYZ thing is not a factor in what comes about moving forward, right? So what you're really trying to do is convince yourself that that thing does not matter or hold any weight or make any difference to where you go next. That's what the whole process of what you're trying to do with revision and erase. That's you convincing yourself, making peace with the thing that you did so that you don't have to carry it around with you and worry about it coming back to bite you in the ass. That's what you're really saying right there. So that's how many times. And Leanne, thank you, Leanne. Leanne linked my video about past revision as well. Brandon says, it's my second nature to flip thoughts. So Brandon, first of all, whether or not you mean that or that's an affirmation, I don't need to know it. I don't care, but you're doing it right. And that's exactly what it is. It's like, I shouldn't know whether or not you're flipping or really affirming your 3D reality or what your reality really is. And that's when you have it mastered, right? It's like, he says, it's my second nature to flip thoughts. I don't know or care if it's true. It's going to be true for him because that's what he's saying and that's what he's affirming and that's the reality that he's moving into. And for me, it is second nature for me to flip my thoughts because I've done it so many times over the course of the last 2 years because I just make myself do it, that it is second nature. It does come easy and I do catch myself and notice myself doing it so much faster because I'm just used to it. I'm on top of it, like think about what am I seeing in my head? I'm seeing like two people at a front desk. Like the kind of people that it's like those people that you work with and you're like, bro, why are you so eager to do your fucking minimum wage job? You don't they're so gung-ho about their job and you don't get it. And you're like, are they paying you twice as much as they're paying me? Am I missing something here? Why are you so excited to come do your job? But they're just on it and they're going to do every task and they're on top, by the book, on top. And then you have this other person who's just I'm seeing two front desk security guards or something, and one guy's got his feet up and he's just whatever, man, he doesn't really care. And then you got the other guy that's like, excuse me, sir, you didn't check in, you need to come over here and check in the so the person that's over there checking in everybody and making sure that nobody slips by is obviously more efficient, more on top of it, going to be probably moving through the ranks better and ultimately more equipped to do the job versus the person that's just like, oh God, I gotta check another person in, and they're just like, man, I don't know why I'm making, this is what stamping, they're stamping things. I don't know why, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's they're not going to be here's a good example. Okay. If you've ever worked in a restaurant, there was this person I used to work with way back in the day. And he would always say when it was slow, he would just run food and he would just cycle the restaurant, run food. He would never sit around and just gab with everybody and take a break when it was slow in the restaurant, because there's always that moment when you get hit, or if you do get hit, and if you're kind of in that lack and you've been lazy and you get hit, you're just fuck, and you kind of get in the weeds and you get all stressed out. But if you've been running food up, going this whole time, all you're doing is switching where you're running food to and what table you're going to now and what direction you're walking, because you've already been doing all the tasks the whole time. So you're better equipped to jump in and handle it when you're needed, if you keep up on it when you're not needed. There we go. That was nice. Whoever brought that. That was a nice one. Okay. And Brandon said, yeah, but it's already true. I mean, I figured it was, but either way, you're doing it right. Okay. Kim, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Leanne says first career was as a waitress. I still dream of refilling chips and salsa. Oh my God. Or mine was always they did like, I need to give them ranch, or like I have so many tables that I can't even get the first table water. Oh God, those dreams. But I've had dreams, like I've had like Roxy Talks mares, where I can't remember what it was, but it was something about like maybe, now I remember. We were on a live workshop, and like I was at my family's house or something, and they wouldn't like stop interrupting, and I couldn't get on the live stream to talk, and like I was all late and time was just going by, and I wasn't there, and I like couldn't get on the live stream to say anything, and I was just so stressed out every time I tried to like log on to get on, and it just would, anyways, doesn't matter. Those dreams are fun. Work mares. I used to work at Applebee's, and they called them apple mares. Ershka says, happy birthday, Queen. You are the best, and I'm glad I came across your channel. Help me so much. I love you. I love you, and thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Any plans on this day? Oh my gosh, somebody needs a hobby. Blake, go out and get you a hobby. Dina. Oh shit. Nicole, can you give me some more context? Nicole says, do you categorize the areas of your life that you are affirming different outcomes for, or do we separate topic by day? Nicole, can you please give me, like, what are you talking about? Give me some context here. Brandon says, I used to work at the zoo and used to have nightmares the elephant stepped on me and painted over my artwork. Oh my God, Mystic Lady says, try candle making or macrame or something, mate. Oh my God, I love you guys. Nicole says, like finances, SP, work, advancement. Okay. Nicole, I have a video about manifesting multiple things at once. What's the video about is it the Plinko video? God, I made these videos so long ago. It's the one about like the 10 subjects of your life and making sure. Yeah. So basically my advice is my advice is to figure out what it is that you want for each subject of your life. It's important. Health, career, platonic relationships, romantic relationships, self-esteem, travel, leisure, fulfillment, the things that are important to us, and your ability to do things, and then create affirmations around, that support you succeeding in those areas, and then fill your day with them. So yeah, Iman says it's the 360 video. Oh, thanks, Iman. Okay, so that was my first 360 video. I have 2 360 videos. Powers of Tarot. Yeah, I think we're all talking about the same video. Dina linked it. Okay, so Dina linked the manifesting multiple desires, and then Iman says the 360 video, the first 360 video. So that would be the one with me with short hair. Oh, it's the second? Oh, not the 360? I don't know, man. I can't remember anymore which videos are which. Sorry. It's been so long. But yeah, the 360 method will help you. And that's exactly what it's about, is like knowing what your goals are in every area of your life, and then having a support around them, meaning knowing what thoughts to think and like what to say and how to keep your thoughts on board, and then, doing that every single day and staying on top of it. Two sides. How's the curly hair routine going? Okay, so here's the deal. I like my hair when it's like super curly. I also like brushing my curls out and like getting like a kind of like some Diana Ross action going on. So on Saturday I celebrated my birthday with my best friend and had my like nice brushed out curls going and they looked incredible. Tried to recreate it today. Didn't exactly go the way I wanted it to. So I wish that you had seen me on Saturday and asked me how my curly hair routine was going. And I would have said fabulous. It's still going good. It's just, it's a journey and it's day by day. And today they're being a little silly, but I'm sure next time will be great. Mystic Lady Tara says, I love when people are like, it's 180. Like, no, you don't want to turn around and go back. Yeah, people say that to me all the time. Like, what do you mean 360? You just turn around and go back in the same direction. I'm like, you know that 360 can be defined in multiple ways. It doesn't just mean a fucking circle, okay? Like, I think of it as like a 360 deal with so I'm a musician, right? This is where my thought process is, right? I'm a musician coming into this space of understanding. I also have a degree in behavioral science. So let me say that, I have an educational background in this area, but I've always been a musician and just like, wanted to do the musician thing, but it brought me to here. And so when I was thinking 360, when I made it up, I was thinking, okay, 360 again, top to bottom, inside and out, every corner cover, every surface cover, every part within you of the circle, every area is covered. So a 360 deal in music is, if the label signs you do a 360 deal, they get a cut of everything you do, whether it's a concert, music, an appearance, a book deal, like merch, it doesn't matter. They get a cut of everything, even if it's not part of like your music, right? So that's what I meant by 360 was like, it's literally everything top to bottom, inside and out, no thoughts off, no days off. Everything constantly is always covered because you're always manifesting no matter what. And it's your thoughts that are doing it. So if you can find a way to be on top of what your thoughts are doing, as many times as the day is humanly possible for you, then you have control of your life as much as humanly possible for you. Oh, is Grandma here? Oh, okay, my mom's here. All right. Time to go. My doggies are excited because their favorite person in the whole world is here. Their grandma is here. Okay. Jacques says, but can't manifesting be a hobby? Yeah, manifesting could be a hobby just like breathing is a hobby. And I don't mean that in a joke. I mean that literally. Like if you could find a hobby in breathing, same way as finding a hobby in manifesting, but whether you find a hobby in it or not, you're still doing it. So you might as well do it to the best of your ability. Okay. Hassan, man, I was just about to get off. That's such a loaded question. Can you bring us back to that one next week? Because I do want to address that. Also, if you're interested in coaching, I do have a discount on coaching going on today since it is my birthday. 45-minute and 1-hour coaching packages are on sale for 10% off. And then all the courses are 25% off. So if you're interested in talking to me one-on-one, today would be a good day to purchase. It's just for today. Hassan, if you're not able to, I totally understand, of course. Bring that question next week because that's a lot to kind of unpack. And I'm like, my mom just got here and it's my birthday and I want to go hang out with my mommy. So Sana, hello, thank you. I'm glad you made it. Oh yeah, and if you want to use the discount today, use code birthday at checkout. Okay, and we keep not talking about that homework, but has anybody done the homework of recording the places where they felt limited, where they felt like completely out of control in their 3D reality, the things that felt like there's no way around it? Again, things that might be considered like law, family, cultural, religious norms, things that like you think there's no way out of. Has anybody been keeping track of those? Because that's been our homework for a couple of weeks, to just start collecting those so that you are seeing what it is that you think is limiting you. Sana says, I'm legit typing through close eyes. Sandra, hello. Okay. What I call Kanye a powerful manifestor? Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm probably sure that I wouldn't say every celebrity, but probably maybe every celebrity knows it or understands this at least a little bit to be where they are. Obviously that's not true for everybody, but I do think that probably most celebrities know a little bit about it at the minimum. Okay, so if you have not done last week's homework, then I would suggest doing it this week. Pay attention to where you think you're limited and what you think you can't do, because those areas are just ideas. And even if they seem like they're, again, like really like legal matters or religious matters or cultural, whatever, societal things, generational things, just know that thinking that you are bound by them is what's keeping you bound. Okay. So the goal is to just kind of pay attention to those things and record them, and then start making peace with the idea that you don't really have to believe those things anymore, and let them dissolve in your mind. Okay. And not have the stress and the pressure of it. Mom, everyone's saying hi on the live stream. She said hi, everybody. I don't know if you can hear her. Oh, here comes Mango. Mango, is your grandma here? Is your grandma here? Yeah, she's excited. Yeah, she's very excited. Okay. Okay, so I love you all. Again, let's see, homework. Do we have homework for this week? What are we going to do? I again suggest you still look at those ideas, but let's do something new. How about, okay, we talked in the beginning about the bridge analogy of like keeping things going, like, coming from this thing, like what we're going to do next to maintain the energy and the idea and keep your thoughts on board. So I would like you try for 24 hours to have no gaps in between your good vibes and how you're feeling and how you're thinking to the next section of what's going on in your life. And what I mean by that is like trying to carry and support yourself through 3D life, learning how to not let doubts, worries, fears, insecurities collect and build up, nor listen to them when they come up. Start trying to, I don't have to believe that anymore. That's not how it is for me. Start sending them away and try to connect yourself to segment or section after section after section of your day without a period of like letting your thoughts entertain doubts, worries, fears, insecurities. And if you do catch yourself, just gently guide yourself back, right? It's 360 method. It's doing the thing, but I want to see if you can do it for like 24 hours straight. Okay. So that's your homework. See if you can do it for 24 hours straight. If you can, go 48. If you can't make it 24, start again tomorrow and just try and see if you can get through 24 hours of keeping that idea of knowing you're in power, not letting thoughts build up, and not because of what the 3D is going on or what we've worried about or anything, but just for the fact that we know their thoughts are creating. So like, what kind of environment can we create where we don't let those things build up? We don't listen to them. We don't believe them anymore. We're learning to dismiss. Okay. So try for 24 hours, no gaps in between how you're thinking and feeling about your ability to create, to choose to move forward. Even if you don't feel great in your body, again, that doesn't mean that the thoughts should affirm that, right? Okay. So go 24 hours. See if you can make it 24 hours. If you can, go 48. If you can make it all week, come back, let us know. But the point is try to see how long you can go and extend these periods of time longer and longer. Okay. So, again, all of the coaches, all my courses are 25% off today for my birthday using code birthday, and 45 minutes and 1 hour one-on-one coaching sessions are also 10% off using code birthday at my website. Okay. So yay, Hassan. Okay. And Hassan, yeah. So you have a little bit of homework. Come back next week because I've got questions for you and we're going to talk about what's going on with you. So work on the homework. And Leanne, I love you. Leanne says, we have the power. I believe in us. Okay, that's going up here. Yes, Leanne. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for being here for my birthday, and thank you for making it another wonderful year. Obviously, I couldn't do this without you. You are the best and greatest community. We're all seriously gaining and growing because we have this network between us. So thank you for showing up for yourself and for me and for all of us, and just keep at it. Just keep at it. Keep telling yourself you believe in yourself. Even if you don't, just stop saying you don't, right? Like, we have the power and we have to believe in us, and we do. I love you all. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day, and I will see you next week.